Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, we're in the shop today, and today we're going to start the tear down on the LT4. Basically, get the heads off, get the short block torn down, and I do want to get the crank out eventually as well. I may not do that right now, but I want to get the cylinder heads off because I want to get these sent out to, I believe we're going to send them to K-Tech, and they're going to do their port and polish as well as a valve job. So I sent an email over to K-Tech to find out about their valve guides because I see that they sell these bronze valve guides. And they basically said that those do tend to go bad, and they will just let me know how much that will be. I think they're like $8 a piece. So 8 times 16, not a terrible amount of money, but you know, it is what it is. And it's not something I need to buy ahead of time. They'll just go ahead, get the heads, they will tear them down, they will port them, polish them, do all that stuff, and you know, when they do the valve guides, they'll replace those bronze pieces as well. So I want to get that off, and also you'll see some other stuff laying out in the shop. I need to get rid of some parts and make some space. So today's going to be kind of a listing day as well. So I wanted to get these heads off, get the LT4 parts off that we're going to sell. But before we tear the engine down the rest of the way, I kind of want to get a preview or a glamour shot, whatever you want to call it, of the Supercharger actually sitting on this engine. Because this will be the last time we're going to see this engine in this configuration for probably a good while. Because, you know, K-Tech will probably take a couple weeks. I may not ship them out right away. And the other thing is I have a box I kind of need to make for that. And yeah, so it might be a while before we get that back. And I don't know when, you know, I'm going to send this block off to get machined. Because like I said, I still need to talk to my machine shop and see what they're going to charge for all of this. Alright guys, well that's kind of a preview of what this is going to look like in the truck. Now obviously we haven't torn anything down, but Escalade V motor, Escalade V LT4 heads, CTS V3 Supercharger, early Z06 lid on top. So yeah, that's pretty much a cool preview of what this is going to look like. So yeah, we've got a smorgasbord of LT4, LT5, Cadillac, Chevrolet, Corvette truck parts, Cadillac truck parts. And so yeah, this is going to be kind of a cool preview of what this is going to look like. Alright guys, we obviously got the head off, and I'm glad there was no coolant in the block. Not that I was expecting it, considering it did ship from Michigan to North Carolina, but, you know, stuff finds a way of hanging on, if that makes sense. But so yeah, we got the driver's side head off. The head looks to be in good shape. I don't see any major issues. I don't see any detonation. I'm not seeing any impacts from bolts or pistons or anything like that exploding. Hint, hint. So this motor is looking pretty good so far. And like I expected, the crankshaft is in here, and you guys can clearly see there are actually two bearings that have been messed up. This one right here, so that's probably going to be this cylinder, and then this back one right here, so that's going to be that cylinder. And kind of wonder what caused that, but yeah, you can feel it. It's scored up. I don't know if that would clean up. That's going to be a machine shop question for my guy. Let me feel this one. That one's not as bad. The front one's definitely a lot worse. So, but also you guys can see the piston squirters. I've actually never seen one of those before. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see that. The block looks good. There's a little bit of marking on it, but that's to be expected because these are going to be worn in a bit. But yeah, so far there's nothing that I wasn't expecting. Like I said, I totally knew about the bearings. He was quite honest about that, and it's probably why I got it a little bit cheaper than what the going rate is for these blocks. The surface looks like it's never been touched. We still have the factory machine laser engraving, whatever little dots they use to make that. This feels all perfectly fine. All right guys, the lifters came right out, and like I said, I'm not even going to try to sell these. These are just going straight to the trash, but they do look good. I don't see any major issues with them. There's some light marks on them, but that's just wear and tear. There's nothing, not a huge problem. Here's the other set. They look just as clean as this set, and everything came right out. And the cool thing is, this does confirm that this is a LT4 LT5 Escalade motor, because like I said, it doesn't have any of the displacement on demand. So yeah, we have a standard cam in here, standard lifters in here, and everything looks good so far. And looking at the cam lobes, looking at it from the lifter bores, everything looks fine. I'm not seeing any unusual wear or damage or anything like that. So, all right guys, I have gotten both sides of this engine torn apart. You can see the passenger side head is off. It's over here on the ground. Again, didn't see any major issues with the cylinder head. Doesn't look like a valve has touched a piston or anything like that. The crosshatch inside the block still looks good, and the lifters all came out. No damage on those. So yeah, overall, I think we got a pretty good deal here, and I'm gonna get these heads boxed up and shipped out. All right guys, we've got both of our heads in this box. This is actually the box that Boost Auto had sent us for the step motors that are over on the truck. Yeah, it kind of looks like I ripped the stuffing out of a bear or a bed or whatever, but yeah, I wanted to make sure we had a really good secure box. And yeah, so this is protected on foam on top. You guys can see there is foam 100% surrounding both of the cylinder heads, and there is a divider in between. So yeah, that was pretty simple to put together. Just used a box that I had, and I think that's the best way we could possibly ship these. And so yeah, I checked the KTEX website, and basically all they want you to do is take it off the car, put it in bubble wrap, put it in a box, and then ship it to them. And so yeah, that's pretty much going to be a wrap on the LT4 teardown for today. We actually have more to do. Need to take the crank pulley off, need to take the crank out, take the cam out. So that will be in a future video. My main goal for today was just to get the cylinder heads off, get them into a box, and get them ready to ship out. Now I actually need to place the order with KTEX before I send this thing out. They want to make sure you have your paperwork in the box. That way they know what to do with it and there's no delay. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button. If you want to see the updates on that L8T crank, the LT4 heads, once we get these back, we'll have another video in a couple weeks and I'll go over that. And if you want to see all that, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out all the links down below. I'll try to have links to the tools, the engine stand, that plastic tray, all that stuff that we've used today. And yeah, that's gonna be it. And as I was just talking about those LT4 parts, if you guys want to see those are on our website, BonecrrusherSS.com. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see a used auto parts link. That'll go to my eBay site, and you can check out everything that's for sale over there. And also don't forget that we have that ZR2 merch, the stickers, the t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cup, all that stuff. So yeah, check all that out. That's over at the website, and that's gonna be it for today. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.